Welcome everyone. Today, I, Debashmita Mandal, the Chief Election Commissioner, with the members of the Election Committee, will be host for the day. And it would my utmost pleasure to thank you all for giving the important time to us for this elections. Now we'll be gathered over here for the conducting of our first Global Federal League's presidential elections. So without any further ado, let's get started with the introductions of our three presidential candidates. Mr. Patnaik, if the floor is all yours. If you could please introduce yourself.
Esteemed members of the GFL media team, my fellow presidential candidates, and all my dear voters, greetings to all of you on this monumental day. We recently completed 2 months of our existence, and the progress we have made is highly commendable. Despite being a young and small organization, we are conducting elections in a free and fair manner and striving to uphold democracy in its best form. This shows our dedication towards the ideals of the organization and our strong foundation. We preach what we practice, and that is the fundamental spirit of GFL and its passionate members. We have expanded the organization amidst the challenging circumstances, and it's all due to the selflessness and immense enthusiasm of all our comrades that we have reached this stage. I seek to thank all the members who made this Herculean event possible and commend their hard work and determination. I'm honored to have Kaushiki and Sweksha as my fellow candidates and acknowledge their contribution to the presidential campaign. I'm fascinated by their substantial speeches and manifestos and would surely consider implementing many of their proposals alongside those proposed by me if provided with an opportunity by the electorate. I also convey my sincerest regards to the Election Commission and the GFL media team for their consistent efforts at smoothly conducting the elections and maintaining impartiality. Their proactivity and independence, I believe, will always ensure the prevalence of democracy and inclusive management in the organization. It doesn't matter who wins these elections. What matters is how many exercise their franchisee. My dear voters, you have been entitled to the right to vote and decide the fate of the GFL. Make the best use of this opportunity. Quoting former US President Barack Obama, there is no vote that doesn't matter. It all matters. So go ahead, cast your vote, and express your mandate. Thank you very much for a patient hearing.
Thank you, sir, for the wonderful words. We are very enlightened with those words. Now I'd be asking Ms. Ishwar to please come forward and introduce herself. Ma'am, the floor is all yours.
Am I audible, folks?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you, CEC, respected CEC, for introducing me. And thank you, Omkar, for speaking such eloquent words. I would like to begin by expressing my gratitude to this platform. I won't be divulging into specifics because you know who you are, for validating my existence. This organization has had a bang on start. Though we are less in number, but the frequency of our intellect and our zealous attitude is definitely threatening to the ones who do not devote their cognition to such grandeurs. For the first time in my 17 years of experience, I've had a chance to stand up for an election. And the fact that this is a safe space for me to venture into the field, and that is commendable. Throughout this period, I tried to maintain a stable and original personality. I'm giggly and chubby, like you all can see it, promising one thing that is under my control and is no wish fulfillment here is the fact that I will not be suddenly changing when I win or do not win. My contributions will be evident regardless. I've been focusing on this in my manifesto and videos as well. My ideology is no different than what this institution preaches and stands for. But the uniqueness of our efforts will set this universal goal apart and approachable. It is easy for me to say right now that be kind, love yourself, spread love, accept, but I will propel all of you to ask the right questions because the right questions will fetch you the right answers. Also, the possibility to bring a magnificent shift in our mindset is remarkable if we are a part of this organization. And I preach acceptability and practicability in the organization in the future. Also, here's to the ending of my speech by adding an American political slogan: Yes, we can. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, ma'am. Indeed, we will be very helpful with those ideologies which we have right now and which we will be propagating. So last but not least, we have Miss Nisha. So please, ma'am, please come forward and introduce yourself. The floor is all yours now.
Thank you, Ms. Chief Election Commissioner, for giving me this opportunity to express myself in this introductory speech. So, hello, folks. I'm Sweksha, as you know, and I'm one of the presidential candidates at the Global Federal League. And for the introduction, I would just like to say that we all have come up for a very good, very ideal cause and started this Global Federal League. Also, I would like to thank all the members for their relentless efforts, who have put their heart and soul together for this organization, who are working really relentlessly for the cause of this organization. And I would like to say that whenever there is a geopolitical issue that we face today, what I believe is that we don't have to fight with ourselves, because as long as we fight among ourselves, we are not going to get any sort of achievement. But what we need to do is to come to a mutual understanding and an agreement. Otherwise, we all lose. So in order to win, we need the ideas. We need the ideas of democracy, of pacifism, of federalism. And that is what we, as an organization of Global Federal League, hold. And I, as a person, really have that humanitarian background, and I really am a pacifist as a person. So that has also helped me to be an active part of this organization and has given me the courage to stand as a presidential candidate. And for this, I can never be thankful enough. My full gratitude to Global Federal League for giving me this opportunity. As Kaushiki said, first time in 17 years, I gained such courage to stand as a presidential candidate. So thank you, Global Federal League, for that. I hope all the very best for this presidential elections and for the future endeavors of Global Federal League. In the end, voting is your power. Use it wisely. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ishwar, for this wonderful words. Now we'll be moving towards our GFL media persons. So starting with Mr. Katki Harimat. Please, sir, please come forward and introduce yourself.
Thank you, ma'am. Myself, Sohan Katki Harimat, legal consultant, GFL, and now media team, GFL.
Thank you, sir. Looking forward towards you and your team in the caucus round. Now I'll be asking Ms. Prakash to come forward and address herself. Please, ma'am, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Debusmita. And I want to say my gratitude to Omkar for considering me here, and I can also put my thoughts and words here. And also right now in the media team as a legal consultant as well for GFL, and looking forward for more future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your kind words.